this thing is actually got my mic this time. So last time my mic was muted. Mute microphone. Okay, we should be good. Alright, so what are you doing? Alright, so first things first, you've already got fucking Spider-Man, which is gonna make this kind of hard probably, but we'll see. I'm probably gonna try to give you a little bit longer of a review this time on this one, just because it looks like you've been climbing and you've actually been doing a lot of work. It looks like on your end. That's what I should things. You've actually been okay, cool, better.
Pick your hero.
All right.
Or villain. I'm not judging.
So we're doing okay, cool. So there's no Spider-Man. This is good. This can make this a lot easier for you. Okay. There's something to keep in mind with these three maps, all right? And that is the one where that has two layers. It's like kind of like the building or ship can be a toss-up because people naturally don't want to group up on that map, and if they don't want to group up, it means that they're probably gonna be coin flipping the map and like risking a loss. But anyway, let's see what we got going
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Speed this up a little bit.
We thought you were a goner after the vampires caught us by the Queensboro Bridge.
Oh, me too.
Hold on.
The battle starts in 5, 4,
Okay.
3, 2. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Alright, you leave spawn. You got your co-healer in your sight. This is good. You are a little forward though, because your tanks are behind you. So just keep that in mind. You might want to back up a little bit. Okay, so we know you have a squirrel girl, so you need to watch your positioning in terms of if you get hit by a squirrel nut, you need to kind of adjust. Also, second thing, you're going to want to learn to play health packs on this map. I'm going to be real with you. I haven't learned it yet. I need to. I've been real lazy about it. But you need to, like, actually learn health packs on this map. Learning health packs helps you play maps a lot more aggressively. There's, like, one here, and there's, like, one over there. So those are two spots you could kind of think about playing around. And I thought there was one over here, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's on the other side. There's one on that side, I think. Okay, gotcha. But yeah, playing health packs on this map is something a lot of people don't do yet, because it's a very wonky map. There's one right there. Okay, yeah. So like this area and that area over there, you could potentially play more aggressive. Okay. First things first. I wouldn't throw this out here. Main reason is because these guys are all full HP. There's nothing to get from this. Like the window itself is more of a burst healing tool. I mean, obviously you can still do when people get like take damage and shit. It gets because if you hit them with it right, they're gonna be able to heal faster or whatever, or yeah, heal faster because it gives you an increase in their all healing sources for like what 13 seconds. But currently, your Emma's like full HP. She doesn't need this. Your Emma probably could have been just fine. Emma and him, good job hitting him both with it. But Emma and him both could have been fine with just daggers. Just daggers. If you were gonna go for something like that, I would say throw the bubble down. Obviously, don't here. I mean, well, I would say obviously, but you don't need to here. But yeah, if you were gonna try to like keep them sustained up without like actually putting in work, yeah, the bubble would be your best bet. But yeah, okay. So everybody's full HP here, which means that since everybody's full HP, you should be hitting other people. Also, you need to keep an eye on where your fucking co-healer is. Because I don't know where the fuck she is. Where the fuck is your... What? This is why... Well, I mean, your team's playing weird already. Hold on. Okay. 3 of you are here. I don't know where the fuck Magneto went. He's over there. Sue's over here. See, this is how you can tell it's a little bit lower elo. Because, like, everybody's split. Like, these two shouldn't be up here at all. Because the problem with these two being up here is they can't heal you. But we're not focused on them anyway. So, whatever.
Does that help?
She's not your responsibility. Okay, cool. They jump back down. Good. Okay, good. Could you recognize that? Good. Okay. So, tip. This was good. When you see this happen, though, you see this guy, he just dashed right into 1, 2, 3 people. Kill his ass. Ping him and kill his ass. I know you're focused on them and you're doing shit here, but if you focus your fire on this guy, I bet he dies here. Let's see if he gets out alive. Look at this. Okay, your teammate almost dies. Your bubble was a little off here. Yeah. Because your Emma's about to die to this shit. Die. Yeah. Okay, so let's go through the sequence a little bit further. Let's go back to the sequence, okay? This is important.
This area is yours to capture now.
This is a death you could prevent. You need to be able to recognize when this dumbass jumps into your team, right? You need to hit him. Also, you can hit him with damage, or you can hit him with healing. Because if you throw daggers at him and you do the damage at him, every dagger is going to explode, healing your team who's around him fighting him, which means that your team's just going to get healed, right? Or you can just sit there and do cloak damage and try to burn him down. But either way, your target prioritization, whatever, needs to immediately swap, because the chances of you killing these guys is fucking low as hell. But this dumbass who jumped into your team, he's free eats. It's instead you're still hitting the Mr. Fantastic. There's nothing to gain out of this. Kill this guy. And if you can't kill this guy, at least heal your team who's like fighting him, because he looks like he's beating the shit out of your team. But what you could do, since he's actually beating the shit out of your team, is sorry, throw your bubble and throw your bubble right over here. Your bubble lands on all 3 of them. And because your bubble lands on all 3 of them, this means there's 3 people who are AoE getting healed who don't need your heals. Which means this gives you an opportunity to just go cloak and kill this guy. Because now all 3 of them can't die because they're in your bubble. Remember, the bubble is a beautiful thing. It basically turns whoever's into it into somewhat of a semi-tank. And if they're a tank, it turns them into a super tank while they're in it. Unless they're getting focus fired by like a shitload of people. So, yeah. And I bet when this guy did this, right, he did this like a dumbass. He doesn't have, I bet his healers don't maybe even have great line of sight of him. Yeah, he dies here. If you actually focus him, that guy probably dies. His cloak and dagger is all the way here. And, I don't know where the fuck his Sue is. I don't even know where the fuck his Sue is. His cloak and dagger is way in the back, so she can't even heal him. Where is his Sue? Let's find out. Oh, it's Rocket. And his Rocket can't see him either. Yeah. If you had focus fired him, so that was a little bit of a mistake then on your end. If you would have focus fired this guy, you'd probably kill this guy. Because he literally doesn't have his healers around to help him. He should straight up just died there. Instead, somehow, look how low he's getting. I want you to look at his HP real fast. Look at his HP. He's got 290. If you were on him for, let's see, I want to see how low he's getting. 250. I want you to watch this chain of events real fast, just so I can just kind of break this down. Look at this. He's dead here. He's all in his ass. He has a, nope. Sue has her shield up and everything. Yeah, you just need to just fucking hard commit here. You just kill the fuck out of this guy. This guy should die. This guy should either die or be pushed to one shot so hard that like he has to retreat. And if he has to retreat because you get him low like this, your team instantly gets the first point. And that's it. So your team should have got the first point off of this. So this is the first major mistake. And you missed your bubble. And so because you missed your bubble, sort of, I think the Emma walked out of it and you also didn't anticipate that, and I think you threw your bubble out too late. When you see this shit going on over here, throw that bubble out early. Because it's a brawl, and your team's gonna take damage, and it just allows you to do damage, and it'll make sure that they can't die. And you're gonna get maximum value from it, because you have 3 people. The more people you can get grouped in that bubble, the more value you can get out of it, typically. Like right here, you would probably have like 30% ult charge or more, because if you threw the bubble on all 3 of them.
It's yours to capture now.
So you're gonna lose point here.
Missionary is yours.
Yep.
My time to shine.
Okay. All right.
I was getting
So
worried.
yeah. All right. So let's talk about this now. Okay. Your Emma's dead. The only fucking way you guys can get this point is if somebody gets a pick. The only people in your team, oh, you do have a Spider-Man. The only people who can get picks in your team currently are two people. Psylocke's standing right next to you, so she's not getting a pick because she's not even playing off angles. And Spider-Man, if he goes over there and gets a pick. Because of that, you can't contest the point so openly. If these guys were good at the game, if these guys are actually good, and this was higher elo, you wouldn't even be able to stand here. They would recognize that they have 6 members to your 5 and just run you the fuck down and kill you. But that's not what happens here. Instead, you just keep getting hit with Squirrel Girl nuts. But in this situation, you're not going to win this fight, so you need to be positioning yourself to back up. This is actually something you probably should learn, is to position yourself to start backing up whenever the fight's over and you can't win the fight anymore. Because unless a pick happens, you're going to lose this. So there's no reason to be here. There's nothing to gain from here, except for you might die and stagger yourself. So you want to back up and put yourself in a position where you can farm ult charge. Imagine if you just backed up to like here, just like about right here or something. You're like, all right, well, we're not winning this fight until Emma gets back at all. And you're like, oh, okay, I can see Sue or yada yada yada, and then you can throw a bubble and help her or whatever, or daggers and help her. But also, you could play over here into the health pack. And then so instead of standing with these 3 and giving Squirrel Girl free ult charge and just getting free nut at getting your face, I don't want to say that. Fuck. Getting nuts splashed, getting sprayed, getting hit with acorns. Yeah, you just need to like stand here and look. You got full vision of everything. And now, Squirrel Girl has to choose between this group or you. And if she hits you, your team gets breathing room, you relieve pressure, and you can just go grab the health pack and bam, walk back out. And walk over here and look. Because the thing with Squirrel Girl is you don't want to group up like this unless you're really confident you can heal through it. Which is free ult charge if you can. But if not, you want to make her have to choose. When people stack up like this is good for Cloak and Dagger to heal, right? But it's also easy for the enemy team to spray you down. Look, imagine if you were standing over here. You can see everybody you need to see, because Spider-Man's off in La La Land. We're not saving him. But you can heal Magneto, you can heal your team, and now Squirrel Girl has to choose between hitting you, hitting Magneto, or hitting the 3 of you guys here. Instead, you guys just stand in one spot and eventually just get focus fired down because you're in one spot. And they could just funnel all their fire in one place. And you're trying to walk up. There's nothing to walk up here. You lost Emma. You guys cannot win this fight. You cannot win this fight. So she's dead. You need to immediately right. She's dead, but you're still trying to heal this. There's nothing to heal. You've lost the fight. Get out. And now you die and you stagger.
Much to prove.
Alright, and now because this has happened, chain of events has happened. And the thing is, I'm going to show this probably whenever I do more of my videos today, but consistency will win you these games and these elos. Like, you just have to be consistent. If you don't die there, if you're just healing the entire time, and you just don't die, and you just keep healing, you're going to farm your ult way before the second support on their team farms theirs, and you'll be able to make a play and wipe them, and that's it. And you just win off of just tempo. Just being better, being alive longer, farming more ult charge, being more efficient. But anyway, now you're in a bit of a bind. I think you just wasted bubble.
I was fine, but thank you.
Did you just wait buff?
I was fine, but thank you.
Where the fuck did your bubble even go? Where the fuck did this bubble even go? I want to see this actually. Okay, yeah.
Fine, but thank you.
I'm sure you were right. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's see.
My time to shine.
Okay.
Feeling fantastic.
You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
The moon haunts you.
Alright, let's watch this turn of events here. Okay. This comes with more experience. This comes with more experience, I'm being real with you. But in this situation, your team is dying a lot more, but also you're healing a lot more, and their team is diving into yours, and they have range. They have a lot of range. So when people have a lot of range, okay, this is an advanced thing, and I expect you to know this, but this is just a tip. When you look at compositions and you say, what are they running? A bunch of ranged characters. Okay, so they're running what? Moon Knight and Squirrel Girl. And you're running what? Spider-Man and Psylocke. But both of them are kind of Psylocke, Spider-Man's not with you, but Psylocke is with you, right? And you guys are like kind of losing fights. Typically, it means that you're healing more damage than they're putting out. Or sorry, healing more damage to your team than your team is putting out damage to them. Which means what's happening is these guys on their team aren't farming ult charges fast. Which means when you get yours, you can know that you can just ult first and they won't have a response. So here, you should be thinking about ulting. Okay. I don't really want to go too deep into positioning because a lot of this stuff, again, goes down to like the first mistakes that set up the tone of the battle. And once you kind of understand those, you kind of change the tempo. But you are standing, again, with this team when there's a Squirrel Girl, and you could just stand with this health pack. Bubble down. Okay, you have ult here. You 100% ult here. Look at this. You just ult. You ult here, and you make a path for your whole team to walk through and get on these guys. You should be ulting right now. Instead, you swap to Cloak, and you just don't do anything. You should be ulting. Also, there's a health pack right there behind you still. So. Ult.
The moon haunts you.
And so now you die when you didn't need to die there. You guys could have probably just won that fight. Alright.
Fine, but thank you.
Okay. And now you probably lost the element of, well, you haven't yet, which is crazy, but you probably have lost the ability to ult first and make a play. Okay.
Nice. Moon Knight's Onkai
Against the world!
Okay, this is huge. This is huge. These guys fucking threw you the a chance of like maybe winning this game if you can actually lock in. I mean, this round probably not, but if you were ballsy and you're like, fuck it, I wanna try to see if maybe this is coin flip, maybe it's solo queue, we can win. You are in luck because the enemy teams have thrown you an opportunity. They have double ulted, which means that as soon as your Sue ult ends, you can ult, dive their whole team, and maybe make a play. Let's see what you do. No, my brother. No, my brother. This is real! Okay, alright. So this is a major mistake here. Look at this. 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 Look. This field is up. Nobody can die. Nobody can die, man. Nobody can die in this field, okay? Unfortunately, if you're on comms with your Sue, she could call this out and be like, my ult time is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and maybe at like 2 or 1 you could ult, right? But hold on. Actually, let's look at Sue. My brother in Christ, she just ulted. She has 6 seconds of immortality left on this ult. I do not need to hear you cast Us Against the World until this thing is at maybe 2 seconds. 5 seconds. She's got 5 seconds of immortality. I want you to understand something. 5 seconds. Co-op time at 4 seconds. Now, this is very key and very important. Nobody in this field can die for 4 seconds. Okay? What does that mean for you? That means that when you ult right now, you are wasting the 4 seconds of immortality that Sue already has out, or nobody can die. So instead of you having 4 seconds plus, because apparently Cloak and Dagger's ult lasts 13 seconds. Now, I don't exactly understand how the math works out that way, but I'm guessing there's some, like, lag, bug, input timer. I don't fucking know. The point is, if it lasts 13 seconds, you do 13, right? And you overlap 4 on top of that. Then you only get 9 seconds of immortality from this point, right? Because you got, 4 ticks down from 13, 9. Yeah, so you only get 9-second ult? Am I getting this right? Yes, you will only have 9 seconds of an ult on the field of immortality without Sue's ult being up. But because you set it to ult so soon. If you waited till this got down to 2 or 1, or heck, even until it disappeared, right? What you would do is you would give yourself another 13. So instead of having 9 seconds of Cloak and Dagger's ult without anything else instead of having 9 seconds of Cloak and Dagger ult value, you would have 13 seconds. That's an additional 4 seconds to just kill people and not die. That's very powerful. Instead, you do this. And this might cost you. Let's find out, though.
Behold the god of thunder! Fantastic! Ha ha! Fantastic!
I had to watch this. Also, second reason why you don't want to do this, too, is because there's too many colors on the ground, and it can fuck up people's vision. But anyway. Okay.
Behold the god of thunder!
How the fuck is this happening? Also, the other reason you don't want to do this is because now, look, you have a problem where everybody's in all these ults, all this mess, and this amplifier is still up. What you should have done here was not ult this shit, but not ult so early. Instead, you should have jumped down in the Sue ult, where everybody was basically immortal already, and helped your team kill this fucking amplifier. That's what you should have done. Instead of ulting. Because the time you spent ulting, look at this. The time you spent ulting.
Against the world!
If we don't ult here, if we just don't ult here, I'm just gonna look at this. We kill this fucking amplifier. Imagine if you were just helping your team kill this fucking amplifier. This amplifier might be dead by now. And then your Sue doesn't instantly die. Alright, I'm gonna... Nice. Okay, cool. Well, so this is going a lot better than I thought, because there's actually a lot to learn here in these games. Make sure this shit is still... Okay, got 23 minutes. And I'm assuming you get 2-0'd? You get 2-0'd. Okay, cool. Alright. So there's a lot to learn in these games. It's really good. Alright, here we go. Let's see how you position on this one.
Doctor do once, and I'll do it again if he gets in my face.
Okay, you're waiting for your team. This is good. Oh, you got Emma. You're okay. Emma's here. Okay. No. No, my brother. No, my brother. Look at this. Look what he's doing. Remember I told you about the rules? Look at this. He's walking into your team. Look at him. Squirrel Girl's here. Look where the healers are. 3 people are chasing Spider-Man. Spider-Man's essentially wasting a lot of time for your team. You need to be able to recognize these key moments and immediately recognize this guy is a free fucking kill, or either he's free fucking pressure. You should be instantly in dagger and have thrown your blind at him and started trying to melt his face off. And look at this, melt his face off.
I suppose that helped.
Now you do it, but you do it late. And look at this. If you just had the reaction time to do this slightly earlier, look at how low this guy is. If your reaction time was slightly higher, this guy dies. Probably. Look at this. He could have been completely... Because while they were over there chasing Spider-Man, this guy would have been super low and fucked up. And maybe even died. Because they were all over there. But you gave this guy time to stall and do all this. You got to be a little quicker on it.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Okay. You're probably going to die to this, right? Let's see.
My time to shine.
Yeah, you probably died to that. If you died, that's your fault, by the way. Okay, you didn't die. Impressive.
Hold still. I'm trying to help. My time
Okay,
to shine.
good. So I don't know if they're playing me.
Mission area is yours.
Okay. I'll be real with you. This game might be lost from tempo alone, but let's see. Emma should ult here.
You owe me.
Okay, you got to pick. Cool. You take point now. This is point. You should have point. No, my brother. No, my brother in Christ. No, 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 no. Okay. When this guy, Fantastic, is dead, the fight is over, okay? This is also another major throw that supports do. The fight is done. It's done. It's over. It is a 6v5. Unless you are completely gapped out of your mind by Mega Smurfs, it is done. There is no more fight, okay? You don't need to use an ultimate because the tempo of the fight is already... You have 6 cards, they have 5. It's like the same thing in Yu-Gi-Oh! If every card was just a 1-for-1 answer for the other card, right? Let's say everybody goes and they fight to the death. Thor and fights Emma, and they both die. You and fucking Cloak and Dagger both fight. You both die. Spider-Man and Moon Knight both fight. They both die. Squirrel Girl and Rocket both fight. They both die. I should have said Squirrel Girl and Squirrel Girl both fight. They both die. Fucking Sue and fucking Rocket both fight. They both die. Everybody dies. Completely just whatever. Guess where that leaves? One Magneto. One Magneto on point. Alive. Kicking. That's how you have to view fights. This shit is done. This point is yours. The only thing the enemy team can do now is try to stall. They have to back up and respect that you have more members. If they don't back up and respect you have more members, you just walk them down and pick them off one by one as they're like lemmings who are just sticking around for no reason. This ult is game throwing and might be one of the main reasons you lost this game. Because this ult does absolutely nothing. And look at them. They're all having to back up already. But because you ult first here, what you do, okay, is you say, we've already won the fight. You say, we've already won the fight. We're already pushing you off. We're going to push you off harder, right? Which is just going to make it maybe slightly faster. But then you say, because now I've done this, as soon as your Cloak and Dagger gets her ult, you can force us off. And then that's it. You don't have an answer to it except for Sue. But then Sue ults and says, okay, I'll stop that. And then Rocket ults at the very end of Sue's ult and says, well, get the fuck off the point. And that's how you lose the point. Whereas if you get a pick and you push them off the point naturally, right, you can save your resources. And what that does is it means that, oh shit, when they come back, they have to get you off with either a pick or an ult. And so let's say they use Cloak and Dagger to try to force you off. You wait 3 seconds and say, well, I'll just Cloak and Dagger counter you. And then we won't get forced off. And now my ult lasts longer, so now you get forced off. And it starts like a domino of support ults, basically. These picks are a godsend for you. This is a throw. This is game throwing. This might be one of the main reasons you lose this point. Because I bet what's going to happen if this follows typical tempo is you're going to get ulted back and get forced off. So let's see. Killed. Okay. Now watch what's going to happen here. speed this up. What should happen is their cloak and dagger just does the same back to you, and you don't have no way of stopping it. You don't die to the squirrels. Look. See what I'm saying? Honestly, their fucking cloak and dagger fucking through also, because she didn't need to ult here at all. Once Squirrel Girl's ult killed you, they should just walk forward and killed everybody. But anyway. You see? Sue ults to try to counter. Sue also fucked this up because she should wait and let Magneto see if he can actually stop Cloak and Dagger, which he actually managed to do. Your team might hold this, actually. Because this can Rocket just do his ult out for no reason, too.
Behold the god of thunder!
You're not going to believe this, but you probably would run this game if you didn't ult there. Because, I mean, again, this is the elo where, again, and this is the thing about people saying like they're impossible to win games. The same mistakes you're making are the same mistakes they're making. It's just you got lucky, you got unlucky, and there's flipped on the coin of it being good for them, or it ended up good for them. That's why I say like stuff like I don't believe in stuff like EOMM and shit like that, because if you look at the games, they're pretty even. It's just what's happening and what makes it feel like it's not even is it's a shitload of people making a shit ton of mistakes, and out of all the mistakes that are getting made, not all of them are getting punished. And so because they don't get punished, they look really hard. It looks really even and really, or it looks really, really like you're getting stomped. All it is you made a horrible mistake and necessarily didn't get punished in a way that's visible. They made a horrible mistake and they didn't get punished in a way that's visible. But if you don't ult there, right? If you guys just kill them and push them up the point, the series of events that killed you guys probably don't happen. Because then what happens is either A, also, versus Squirrel Girl, you need to learn to space out more. Like, way more. You need either A, when you're versus Squirrel Girl, you need to think, like, where can I go when she ults? So you need to, like, stand in those positions. So it's like, oh, okay, I'm versus Squirrel Girl, maybe I'll stand over here. So when I hear Squirrel Stampede, I just cloak up here and be like, all right, I'm going to heal my team from up here. Good luck, guys. Hold it fuck down. And also, what was I going to say? I don't know if you ping enough too. I think your pings, you might need to put your pings, switch your ping keys, but that's for another day. Maybe I'll make a video on how to switch pings or something like that. But anyway, okay, so this point's done. You need to back up. Okay, you done back up. So you can't stand in areas like this versus Squirrel Girl. You're just gonna get murdered really quickly. You need to start playing angles more versus Squirrel Girl.
I'm back to shed some light. We bonked the onk.
And I want you to understand something. It's a very key concept. Every death that you take for free makes the game that much harder to win. So try not to focus on your team. Focus on yourself. And
Captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
My time to shine.
this game might be done because you guys are dying a lot now. Okay. Because you know that their supports wasted their ults, first you want to see how Squirrel Girl does here. If Squirrel Girl gets a pick, just take the point. But if she doesn't, then you might need to ult first here. Because if you're paying attention to ults, you know that they cloak and dagger and their rocket wasted theirs.
Us against the world.
Okay. All right. One more time, bro. You cannot do this. You see how you're doing? This is this is what I mean when I say people are creatures of habit. The same thing you did earlier in the game wasn't a fluke. It was a pattern. Your team, look at this. If you have discipline, right, and you go, Squirrel Girl just ulted on my team. Typically, Squirrel Girl's ult creates a lot of pressure because people don't kill it, especially in this elo. Which means that within the next 5 or 6 seconds after Squirrel Girl's ulted, hold on. This is something you need to start doing, okay? Recognize pressure ults. When she ults, I don't even know the fucking timer. It doesn't even show you the timer on this thing. But as long as this shit is on the field, don't do anything. Because this shit might get you a kill. So don't do any... Like, obviously, still fucking heal and do damage and shit like that. But don't press any ultimate abilities when you have a DPS ult on the field. Let the DPS ult resolve itself and see if it gets something out of it. There are times there are combo ults that exist, like Groot into Moon Knight, or Groot into Namor, or fucking Namor. No, honestly, you shouldn't Namor Luna unless you already had Luna out. But the point is, don't do those things. Number one, until you get a lot better, but also just have patience and see if one DPS ult. This is the same thing, almost as hearing "Fear the wrath of the goddess," and then Bucky on your team being like, "Oh shit, I see a kill." And going armed and dangerous. Bro, just fucking wait. See if the storm is already going to kill this guy when she pops her ult. Look at this. Squirrel Stampede comes out. We wait. We have discipline. Instead, you ult here. And you ult at the same exact time that their Cloak and Dagger gets deleted. And if you had just waited just an inch more, you wouldn't have ulted there, because you shouldn't have ulted there, because you would have recognized that, oh shit, somebody is deleted, probably as a result of Squirrel Stampede either creating pressure or getting hit with it, or somebody got picked. And because of that, now you make the information that I don't need my ult to win the fight anymore. It's a 6v5. It's a 5v6. We just win. Instead, you waste your ult here. Because they were already going to lose the fight, so this doesn't help. And now you might get some kills afterwards, right? But the problem is you were already going to win the fight anyway. And actually, you lost the fight, but yeah. And where were you during this? Where did you go with this ult, actually? That was a horrible ult, by the way, but let me see where you went with it. What'd you do with this ult? Whoa, 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 whoa. What did you do? 1, 2. Okay.
Out there, headed our way.
Alright, let's talk about why this is a battle. Again, even more so. That's why this ult was shit. Okay. You ulted from all the way back here. Look at this. Us against the world. One whole dash does absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So then you get 2 dashes of value. 1 dash here, the second dash is a value. The third dash is a value. And then the third one's actually over here. And then you like double back around in some weird angle over here. But you have one entire field of dash. So basically the way you ulted just now was you nerfed Cloak and Dagger from 4 dashes to 3. It's a huge nerf. You nerfed yourself. So not only was this a poor timing ult, this is also a really bad positioned ult. You need to be a lot closer when you ult, so that you need to wait for the teams to be more packed up together, so you get value out of it, right? This is a very bad ult. This is another game throwing ult. The timing of the ult was game throwing, and the impact of the ult was game throwing, and how you cast it. And so actually this was a very good VOD review, because this is pretty quaint. There was a lot of things in this video that you can definitely work on that you'll win next time if you actually work on it. Yeah, we're good. I could probably stop it here, honestly. I probably don't have to keep it going. So yeah, cool. Good VOD review. This is why I like reviewing losses, because again, a lot of times losses are how you already play the game. All they are is just your habits that you do that are bad. You get punished in them. That's why I say, like, I don't fucking care. I don't think about EOM. I think about the fact that, because you played the same exact way. Actually, you played better than this guy did. You healed 19k. This guy healed 9,000. The only reason these guys won is because the coin flipped and the mistakes that you made actually ended up having impact and getting punished, and the mistakes they made didn't get punished as much. That's it. If you don't make those mistakes, this game turns into an absolute fucking stomp where these guys get completely shit on and cry about EOMM because your mistakes, if they don't happen, you will dog walk these guys completely. All right, I'm gonna end it here.